Great. Now chase the old man. Welcome back, well, the sequel stalker, bringing you guys another episode of Pokémon Sword. Last episode we kicked Crown Tundra off and did a Dynamax battle. Dynamax adventure. This episode we're going to follow an old man to his house. Freezington. I don't like it already. Hello, hello. What do we have here? Another visitor? I am the mayor of this fair town of Freezington. I must say, it's a surprise to have visitors arriving in our out-of-the-way town one after another. Might you be here to learn about the legend of the King of Bountiful Harvest as well? Ah, never mind, it hardly bears asking. After all, there's very little other ways to attract visitors to our sleepy corner of the region, which is a bit of a shame, really. People come all this way out to investigate what turns out to be a mere fairy tale. But since you've made the journey, I must offer you this Freezington specialty as a memento. Freezington's famed boat-neck sweatshirt. It's a shirt emblazoned with the likeness of the King of Bountiful Harvests. I'm afraid it hasn't sold quite as well as we'd hoped, but we've got a fair number left over. The illustration is based on an extremely ancient account of the King's appearance. Hence the unusually sized head. But we thought we might make the design a touch more hip, as we say. But if you'd like to see what the king really looked like, I suggest you take a look at the statue by the fields of the centre of our village. That kind of looks like a Kappa riding a horse. By the by, while you're here in the Crown Tundra, feel free to leave your Pokemon out of its Pokeball and take it for a stroll. Farewell for now, then. Oi. Over here, Sleepy. That was horrible. But anyway. Sure, I will follow this creepy old man to his house. Hey look, Corviknight's following me again. God, run. Spitfire, stop chasing me. I completely forgot I gave him all nicknames. Aha, here you are. This porky little place will be our lodgings. But as for this moment, it is also something far more important, our base camp. I know, not much of a base camp is it, but still, we've got to give it a proper air of importance, haven't we? Now, fair enough faffing about, Sleepy, let me tell you all about the Peony Exploration team is after. Round here they've got a fair few strange and mysterious legends. For example, a huge-headed Pokemon known as the King of Bountiful Harvests, not to mention a massive red tree with legendary flying Pokemon gather, and one of them don't actually fly, and furthermore, these great hulking dot-faced giants sleep in some ruins or something, etc. See what I mean? This place is just bursting with juicy legends. And we're not stopping until we found just how much truth they've got to them. And there you have it, the Peony Exploration Team. And that is our grand, noble, magnificent goal. Of course, if I had it my way, I'd be doing this with my darling Nia. But who knows? They can't say even chancey meetings can lead to a blissful friendships. So here's a grand adventure expedition, Chief Sleepy. Chief? Obviously. Look, what do you think will happen if two of us went gallivanting off together? My dear Nia would come along for a grand emotional reunion and find this place empty. Just the thought of it, my own darling daughter sitting alone in this room, pinning for a papa. Gah, I hope not on my watch. No, wait. Did I misread hope? Anyway, I'd never let that happen. So I'll be hold down the fort, Chief, which means you get the pleasure of being the expedition chief. Which brings me to this. Go on, have it. Great, more changes of clothes that I get forced into wearing. It's still an ugly bag. Ah, look at that, fits you like a glove. I bought some spare uniforms so my dear Nia would have a few to change into, so there's enough to give one to you. And if you need to change, you have a kit, but by all means. I just head into the bedroom back here. I've got some different coloured scarves in there to switch up if you really fancy a bit of style. Here, have these two. Legendary clue number 1. Legendary clue number 2. And legendary clue number 3. They're the legendary clues I've meticulously compiled from hours of dedicated telewatching. First off, why not have a look at that clue about the King of Bountiful Harvests? Seems like this king's bonds with its loyal steed or whatever. You call it a run proper deep. So if I had the name for this expedition, I'd call it the Sacred Bonds of Sovereign and Steed. I can't actually pronounce that word. There's a great big statue of it bang in the middle. Oh, I wonder what I have to do, where I have to go. Its head's massive as in my notes. I wonder what that thing the camera keeps zooming in on is gonna be. I'm good. I keep it in the spirit of things. I've just had an idea. Here's a little something to help you out. The Master Ball that I'm probably going to end up using before I get to, because in my I'll go over that a bit later. This is supposed to be one ultra mega corker of a ball. Whenever you think you ought to. I got ages ago from somebody I used to know. Never could bring myself to use it though. If you get a bit turned around, come on back to base camp anytime. You can't miss it. Just look for the adventuring crew flag I stuck out front. Handmade by yours truly. Anyway, I suppose that's that. Let the great grand adventure begin. I'm a smashing time out there. Great. Wow, that's a nice dead tree. Well, let's get our stuff together and start going on a journey, I guess. Oh look, footprints that are glowing. Oh, never mind, it's not going to stop us. Yes! There they are! These are exactly what I was looking for. I knew my hypothesis was spot on. Wait, Sleepy? What are you doing in a place like this? Wait, what are you doing here? I keep asking myself that exact same question. If I'd known it was going to be this cold here, I would have thought things through a bit more. But here I am, stuck in the Crown Tundra trying to learn more about a group of Pokémon. There are some Pokémon that prefer places where there are no people, you see. Pokémon that choose to live in isolation. The Crown Tundra here is just a place for that sort of Pokémon. If my theory is correct, and then I think a certain trio of legendary Pokémon could be lurking somewhere in these lands. I'm sure my theory is not wrong. If you want to see some proof, look there. See those footprints? I can't. Spitfire move. You found evidence of the Iron Will Pokémon. That's 2% of the data needed to track it. My theory that legendary Iron Will Pokémon, Haven Pokémon, the Grassland Pokémon are all somewhere out here in the Crown Tundra. And there's evidence like this scattered all over the place that will lead us to them. If we could find more evidence, collect 100% of the data needed to track these legendary Pokémon, then I bet we could use my Pokémon Finder to figure out what habitats they're all living in. But this place is wicked cold and it's putting me in hibernation mode. Are you planning to stick around here for a while, Sleepy? Then I think you could try to spot more evidence like this and report it to me when you find it. I reward you for your hard work, of course. I'll be waiting in that house there, so I can stay warm and cozy, maybe feel my fingers. So I can grip a pen and write, of course, while I'm using a laptop or something. Of course, since I'll be working on so hard on my research. Look, I will be paid in hot chocolate, nothing else. And cookies. Okay, Spitfire, I need to replace you. Well, not replace you from the team, but move you. Cyanide, I need you up front. Also, what's your moves? Okay, I'll be back. Sort of. There's no Rotomi. No, there's no Pokemon centers here. When we went to Sonia's house, I don't know. Probably best start exploring the place by talking to a statue of a Pokemon. Okay, it's missing something. Then go inside the house here. Hey Chief, my pillow's caught your eye, eh? Your pillow? Oh, hey, listen here, Chief, I've got some wisdom to impart. If you could put your head on it and have a kip, it's a pillow. Unfortunately, I went and left my favourite pillow back at home, so I went to have a look around town for something to rest my head on, and I found this out back at the behind the inn. Can I have it? Come off it! You want me to hand over my ultra mega comfy pillow? It's made of rock, you weirdo! That's asking a lot even coming from you, Chief. What's that? You think my pillow's got something to do with a legendary Pokemon? Ah, God. Ultra Mega, seriously. This is just some old thing I found. But if you really want it, Chief, who am I to refuse? Alright, go on, then have it. But you better make sure you track the legend down. Great. Right, it just disappeared as soon as I touched it. I'm such a destroyer. Actually, I'm such a villager in Animal Crossing. That's besides the point. Cyanide, stop being so slow. We need to get a move on if we're going to finish this quest today. Oh, it's made of wood. Pillows aren't made of wood. The wooden crown picks. Okay. Crown? Wow. This thing speaks. I don't know, maybe it does, maybe it's a weirdo, who knows. Oh, hey Zelda. Sure, let's catch this. I've got a Master Ball already. I'm good to go. Right, I guess I get to get my first Pokemon ready. This will be nice and easy. Crown. Okay. Okay, that's just great, isn't it? Boom Burst. Don't know how to say every move I'm going to use out loud, but just have to. Doesn't that heal me? Great. Okay, did you have fun? Because I honestly don't care who you are. Like I can understand you. Oh yeah, what's up? I had a big ruckus come from over here. What's this now, cheap? You were having a Pokemon battle? Oh, you think you made it angry? Huh? What a massive noggin! Yeah, I think you definitely made it angry. It might kill you. Well, what's this? Yeah, it's gonna kill him. Oh, now he's being an exorcist of sorts, I guess. Ah, yes, a sturdy body, just as I expected. I hope he doesn't mind. I make use of it for the time being. Are you a Pokémon? Oh, I see you've grabbed the situation already. Very astute of you. I'm Calrex. I am one known as King of Bountiful Harvests. I have borrowed this man's body in order to thank you in person, so to speak. Indeed, there are no words to adequately express my gratitude toward you for restoring my statue. In days long past, I reigned over these lands as king. The humans offered me their loyalty and respect, as I was able to bring lush vegetation to the land and give them plentiful harvests, year after year. However, it seems over many, many years, the people of this land have forgotten my existence. They used to make offerings to me every year, but that tradition has long since been lost to the ravagers of time. You see, it is the faith of people that grant me strength, and now I've lost all but a fraction of my former power. Even my loyal Steed has abandoned me. However, you were kind enough to restore my statue. The act of return has returned some of my strength to me, at least enough to speak to you by borrowing the body of another. I have now, kind-hearted human child, I have a favour to ask of you. I must now know once and for all whether people have truly forgotten about me. I wish you to speak to the villagers and ask if they remember the King of Bountiful Harvests. I have tried asking them myself, if you understand, but they treated me like some sort of fairy tale creature or flew into a mild panic at the sight of me. Please, kind-hearted human, I beg you to help me. Okay, great. I think this is going to have to stretch over 2 episodes, but I think I'll be able to do it if I rush in one. You don't need to talk to any of these people, really. They're not really major characters of any sort. Okay, nothing here, and then where's the old lady? The old lady's somewhere. I've already lost her. That's great, isn't it? Oh, there she is. Okay. Ah, human child, I trust you were able to speak to the villagers. So how was it? Did they say anything about me? They did, but... as I suspected, nobody truly believes that I'm real. It seems the people of this land have indeed forgotten the bond they once shared with me. No, of course I'm not grieving. But I am the King of Bountiful Harvests, after all. I know better than to count on humans to remember me. This proves beyond a doubt I can't simply rely on human faith if I want my powers to return. If only my loyal Steed were to return to me, I would regain something of what I've lost. Yes, the 4-legged Pokémon that I used to ride all across the land. The very same Pokémon that my statue in the village shows me riding. Alas, through the ancient times we spent many days together, dashing through the valleys and over the mountains of this land. My power waned and I was forced to part ways with it. Now, I know not where it may be. Even if we should succeed in locating my loyal Steed, I have my doubts as to whether it has remained, well, loyal. I have lost so much power. Perhaps the villagers know something about my currently not so loyal Steed. I'd be in your debt if you could ask to speak to the villagers, to the head of the village on my behalf. If you were able to find any information at all, I would ask that you let me know. Chief, what a massive noggin. Oh wait, no, it's normal. That's the fallen asleep where I stood. Sorry about that, Chief. Still, I feel strange, like my body's quite not its own. I guess I'll be back to base and get some rest. Besides, it's freezing out here. Okay, enjoy your rest. There's not home at the moment. You want to look at the... Okay. Yeah, this isn't too hard to follow. Okay, he was super tiny for a second. Arden, no! Pair of wine glasses, Namora, Max Revive, that's helpful. Barmus Nose, a horde of a Barmus Nose. Can't be good for the weather at all. Giant's Bed. A freezing Giant's Bed. Oi oi, it's me, Peony. How are things, Chief? Once that you found someplace ruiny looking. That's gotta be one of those places, you know, where the legendary giants are supposed to be. Do you see that door with mysterious writing on it? I hear no one's been able to ever get it open. If it's all true, I think I'd call this particular adventure The Terrible Titans Lurking Locked Away. Well, how does that grab you? Rather than cheap, I eagerly leave the rest of this research in your hands. Talk to you later. Okay. Great. Flash cannon. That took no effort at all. Actually, I want to know, can I now teleport here? Have I screwed this up? No, I haven't. Okay, it's fine. Now make sure you look for footprints, because there's like so many around here. And you have to find 50 of them. Oh, enrashment, okay. And I've gone too far. And a Sinistea. Or is that a Poltergeist? I don't remember. Where am I? Who am I? All these important questions and more. On this channel, I guess. Okay, here he is. Alas, the field is no good either. The soil is so barren, no crop would possibly grow here now. Perhaps the lands of the Crown Tundra really are beyond hope. What's this? Oh, our dear visitor, what brings you here? You want to learn about the loyal steed of the King of Bountiful Harvests? Well, this is hardly the place for storytelling. Come to my home in Freezington. It's better to have a nice chat in the warmth after all. No, please visit whenever you're ready. I'll be waiting. Floatstone. Okay, while we're here, I'm gonna go pick up some key items. They're not items, but I'm gonna pick them up either way. And by key items, I mean, what's it called? Story objectives. Because it's better to get them out of the way now than have to deal with this later, I guess. That Mora? No. Oh, it's just a Snom. Goodbye. Oh, look, a Trevenant. Max Repel. Metang, Trevenant again. Experience Candy, yes. Metagross, Trevenant. Trevenant. Snowball. Experience Candy L. Experience Candy S. Experience Candy M. Bottle of PP up. Walk together with a living crystal of snow, okay. Ice Beam. Duskstone. Wow, this is some really good live commentary, am I right? Yeah, that was awkward. Anyway. I just ran into a tree. That happens to be walking. And it's almost Halloween, so yeah, that. How many days till Halloween? I go 3 days? So no, for yeah, 3 days. Hyper Potion. Trevenant again, Weavile, and there's going to be a giant Aurorus. No, I'm attacking, never mind. I bet I've been saying Aurorus wrong, it's actually a different name altogether. Which makes it even worse because I used one on my team in X and Y. Exploring these caves. Never know what you might ever find in these caves. Oh, rare candy. Now I need to test rare candies because I was told that rare candies are apparently really bad for your Pokemon. They don't increase your stat values, but I don't remember that ever being the case. No slide slope, okay. Ally switch. Sure, I need some watts for later. Still haven't found anything. Was that a Togekiss? No, that was a Clefairy. I don't know why I thought it was a Togekiss. I just knew it was a fairy type of some sort. When you Dynamax Togekiss, it sounds like a plane, and it's like the funniest thing. And we got to it. Great. Wow, Frost Moth Paradise. Not gonna lie, like, if one of the team members I was considering was actually gonna be Frostmoth, so yeah, that happened. Anyway, we came to this really nice Crown Palace. And we did a lot this episode. We started on the first adventure and technically the second adventure, but we're not going to really tackle the second adventure for a bit. But anyway, next episode we're going to continue with the first adventure, hopefully finishing it, and if not, masterballing it. Anyway, see you guys next time. Simple Soccer out.